I spent years living a version of myself that was less than what I thought was possible. Let me ask you, are you living your life for someone else, for something else, or are you living it for yourself? Majority of the time, people never ask this question, and that's why they stay stuck. That's why they stay on autopilot for their entire lives. To be honest, I was not performing for other people. I was performing for my own ego. I kept feeding myself that I could keep playing football, that I was good enough in the sense of skill, when the reality was I just kept getting fucking hurt year after year as a sign from God telling me to shift out of this. When I was finally honest with myself, I realized this. I realized that it wasn't for me and I had to accept that, and I knew that for years on end. I just didn't fully grasp it. There was no single moment that I stopped giving a shit about what people think about me, but the reality is you have to build it like a skill. You have to build a foundation upon it, and you have to build this immovable object that says, I'm doing what I want to do. I am doing what's going to be best for me, my family, my loved ones, and the people outside of that don't care about that or that think, oh, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, I don't care about you. Because the reality is you're gonna get judged for what you want to do, for what you don't want to do, for anything. So why not get judged for the shit that you actually want to do? Why not do the things that you want to do, take shots on net, keep trying to do the things you want to do, live a life of freedom, of excitement, of creation, instead of autopilot, 9 to 5, not loving the job. Why get judged for this when you could do this, the thing that you actually want to do, and then get judged for it anyway? Since I started the online coaching business and since I started chasing CrossFit, I now move through every single day with intent because these goals are so much bigger than myself and so long term that it allows me to think in the micro, think in the day to execute every single day, but on the macro of there's a bigger task at hand. And don't get me wrong, every day is not perfect. I fail more than I succeed. I fail way more, and that's okay because I'm taking shots at net of something that I actually want to do. I want to talk about someone that I look up to, and that's going to be Kobe Bryant, RIP. He retired from basketball in 2016, and after that, he said himself he had no fucking clue what he wanted to do with his life, and he was scared. He had openly talked about the void or the identity crisis that he was having shifting out of basketball because he had been playing it since he was 13 years old. And so what did he do? He took his same mentality, the Mamba mentality, and he directed it into something new. He literally won an Academy Award for his Dear Basketball speech. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. The discipline will transfer. The person that you are will transfer. It's just a different arena. You are just treating the thing that you actually want to do instead of putting all your energy, all your mental bandwidth into something that you absolutely don't want to do. And I'm not saying that everyone lives this life, but so many people do. I need to get that to your brain. If you are doing something you don't want to do, and it's because of other people and what their opinions of you are, fuck that. Get out of that fucking vicious cycle right now, right now. Life has so much more to offer than just being on autopilot every single day, going through your day, waking up, not wanting to do the things in your day, going to work, not wanting to do that, getting home, skipping the gym probably because you don't have the energy, and repeating this cycle and then just complaining and being a negative energy to everyone around you. Do what you want to do. And that doesn't mean don't have discipline, don't have consistency. Set huge fucking goals for yourself, huge things. Like for me, I want to compete at the CrossFit Games. That is the highest level. If you know anything about CrossFit, you'll understand that's extremely hard. I want to have a business that is one, self-sustaining, and two, going to be able to provide for myself and my future wife, my future family. These are not easy tasks. I just shifted from football that was going to achieve all these things to these things that's now going to achieve all these things. And that's okay. When I realized that, it was hard to accept. I have nothing to fall back on. I had football and I had college to fall back on. Now, I have nothing. So now what people think of me is completely different. Oh, he just lives in his parents' basement. Oh, his parents pay for everything. Oh, he just works out all day. But the reality is they don't see the countless work. They don't see the countless work on this laptop. They don't see the countless work on the computer. They don't see the countless work that I'm doing behind the camera. That's okay though, because once the success finally comes, people will see that. So what I'm trying to say is stop caring about what people think. They are not in your shoes, and you have not given them the right to think otherwise. So focus on you and your own opinion of yourself, your close-knit group of friends, family, loved ones. Focus on their opinions, and then everything else is noise. Focus on what you want to do, create, stop consuming, and be the person you want to be. It's that simple. It's not easy, but it's that simple.